What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thanks for tuning in. Today we got a what should be, I said this last time, it should be a nice, quick, and easy project. If you haven't seen the last video, I installed a new double-din radio in the old Dodge over there, and it was a bit of a nightmare of an install. I've installed a lot of radios, and this one was just throwing me for some loops, but finally got it all working and right. Nice double din touchscreen radio in the old girl. I might give you guys a little peek of that today, but that's not a point of today's video. After yesterday of doing that, I'm ready for a quicker project, and what we're doing today should be a quicker project and something that absolutely needs to be done to this truck. Let me show you guys. All right, so here is my 2006 Dodge Ram 3500 dually. Overall, pretty decent looking truck. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background. We got some freedom senders going down at the range right now, but overall, pretty good looking truck. 1 ton, obviously, it's a dually. And there's one thing that some of you guys may be looking at right now that just does not match the truck at all. Those are right there. Those are regular tow mirrors, or regular mirrors, not tow mirrors, regular mirrors with a stupid little clip-on add-on extended mirrors to see your blind spot. And not only are they god-awful to drive with, but they just look horrible. I do not know how Dodge ever let a single 1-ton dually leave the factory with those mirrors. And what makes it even worse is I was like, you know what, maybe I'm just maybe they got broken at some point and they threw these on because they're cheap. But I literally just the other week saw this exact same truck, not even with the extended little clip-on things on there, just the single tiny little mirrors, and I couldn't believe it. I mean, these things are awful. They look awful and they suck looking through. As you can see, it is just the stock little mirror with that clip-on attachment, and it is horrible. The mirrors are powered in, heated, which is nice, but who the heck would buy one of these trucks and not have tow mirrors on it? What makes it even worse is this is a 15-year-old truck, and it probably has never had a real set of tow mirrors on it. Absolutely ridiculous. So that is going to be changing today. Should be a pretty quick and easy install, and something that definitely needs to be done. Oh yeah, in case you're wondering what that thing is up there, just a wheelchair lift. In a wheelchair here, that's what puts the wheelchair in the bed of the truck. No, my truck is not a jacked up 14 inches tall. I'm just sitting down. So, side note, yeah, these things, they need to go big time. I think it'll, 1, make the truck look a lot better, and 2, it'll just be nice to have a proper set of tow mirrors again. I don't know how they are compared to the Ford mirrors. Everything I've heard from people, they seem to like the Ford mirrors better. I'll let you guys know once I put these ones on which ones I think are better, which ones I like more, easier to see with. So let's go show you the new mirrors that I did get. So here you guys go. Here's a look at the new mirrors. Much better looking. And for those of you guys that are familiar with Dodges, you'll know that that's a 3rd gen truck. These are 4th gen style tow mirrors. The 3rd gens only had like a little corner on the bottom for the blind spot. I went with these because I wanted the full strip, just easier to see. More often than not, I'm looking through my blind spot mirror as opposed to my actual mirror. So I wanted a bigger blind spot mirror. These things should be plug and play to the factory harness. You can see the plug-in right there. Overall, they seem like pretty darn good quality for the price. I was really close to trying to go with Boost Auto Parts mirrors. I think they make really good products, but they're not cheap. I chose not to go with them. Figured I would test out one of the mirrors on Amazon that have good reviews, and that way, if you guys, or if I like them, then you guys can go and buy them yourselves instead of spending the extra money on Boost. I can't tell you which one is better, Boost or these, because I don't have them side by side. I would imagine the Boost Auto Parts are probably a little bit higher quality, but it is what it is. These things were like just over 200 bucks, I want to say. And I think the Boost Auto Parts ones start at over 300 and easily go up to over 500 depending on what options you're adding. So these things will be going on the truck. Should be 3 easy bolts, plugging in the wiring harness, and should be good to go. So as always, if you guys are interested in buying the products that I'm using and putting on my truck, I try to link everything down in the description below. That way you guys can have access to it and you know exactly what I'm using. If I like it, if I don't like it, either way, I try to list everything down in the description below. If it's an Amazon link, it does mean it is an affiliate link, which basically means, if you're not familiar with that, is you guys pay the same exact price, but instead of Amazon getting all the profit, I get a little bit of the profit off the top, which was like 2 or 3%. So it's not much, but if you guys want to support the channel, that is right now the best way to do it. And honestly, it really does help. So I'm not saying you guys should go out and just buy everything I buy, but if you're interested in it, go use the links down below and it helps out the channel. And trying to get better at saying this, if you guys like the video, leave it a thumbs up. It helps out more than you guys can possibly imagine in terms of YouTube actually sharing the channel. So if you guys like the videos, I'm not saying you have to go like them, but if you do enjoy them, hit that like button down below. I really appreciate it. So enough rambling, let's get these tow mirrors installed. All right, guys, so with all my wisdom and knowledge, I forgot to hit record on the driver's side. I was going to do a time lapse of going through both of them, and now I'm down to one. So I figured instead of doing that, I'll give you guys a quick rundown on how to do it. Since I figured it out on that side, it's not that hard, but first time doing it. Give you guys a quick rundown on how to do it, and we'll go from there. It's pretty darn simple. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Alrighty, so as you can see over there, got that tow mirror installed, looking all nice and pretty. This one still looks like crap. So, quick tip on these mirrors that I ordered. As you can see, or you might be able to tell, that stud and that stud are the same. That stud is different. That is because I went through and tried to install on that side, and this stud, which is on the inner corner of the door, like the real inner corner, was just a little bit too short. It's actually the same length as the other studs, but as you can see on these ones, they're not threaded at the top. And that one just didn't have enough to start threading the nut on. So I looked online and a bunch of people said just take one of the old studs out of the old mirrors and put it in that spot. So that's what I did. I did it on both, worked out great on that side. Now I have it done on this side. Pretty easy, just thread on 2 of the nuts and tighten them down together. That way you can, the studs themselves are threaded into the metal bracket of the mirror. That way you can just spin it out and put the new one in. It really wasn't that hard, but you guys are probably going to want to do that if you order this set. All right, so as far as taking the mirror off and putting it on, you have a Phillips head screw there. You have to take off, I thought you could just take off this panel, but it's actually secured to the door. Kind of a bad design in my thinking, but whatever. You got a Phillips head there, you have a Phillips head there, and then you got 2 small Phillips right there and right there. And then you have a T30 Torx that's holding the handle on. Once you get those out, you just pop the door up and unplug the harness there, and it's good to go. You have 3, of course, you have the 3 nuts that hold it on and the wiring harness, but other than that, that's as simple as it is. So now that I have explained that to you guys, I'm going to try to film this one. All right, guys, the mirrors are on the truck. It is about a week later. Wanted to get a little bit of drive time so I could give you guys somewhat of a review on my first impressions of the mirrors. As you can see by my attire, it is an absolutely gorgeous day, still in the 80s, pushing 6 or 7 o'clock right now, which is warm but welcome. The mullet is in full effect. Some of you guys have noticed this in recent videos or past videos. Yes, I do have a mullet, and it is going a little bit wild today, but as any mullet should. Yeah, back to the topic. Do have the mirrors on the truck, and I have to admit, the truck looks so much better. Hopefully that's not too loud over there. The AC for the house just kicked on. But yeah, the truck looks so much better. Those little dinky mirrors were terrible. Not only does it look a lot better, but functionally, I can actually see stuff out of my mirrors. Backing up trailers is a million times easier right now. I'm very, very happy I replaced these as early on as I did. I think I probably did a little bit of a cinematic clip right there. So you guys have kind of seen them already, but let me flip the camera around so you guys can get a look at them, and I'll tell you my thoughts. All right, there she is. Got the new mirrors on her, and to be completely honest, it's funny how something that small completely changes the look of the entire truck. It just looks like it's supposed to now. This is how it should have been. Like I said, I have absolutely no idea how anybody could live with a 1-ton dually with those cheap little tiny mirrors. The truck looks so much better now. Fortunately, the lighting is not great right now because the sun is starting to go down, as you can see, but working with what we got here. Let me know what you guys think. Does the truck look better as it sits now, or would you have just stuck it out and dealt with the little mirrors? Obviously, you know what my opinion is, and I am glad I went this route. The install was super, super easy. If you have any mechanical skill set at all, you can install these mirrors. Even if you don't, if you can work a screwdriver, you can install these mirrors. And as far as price goes, for the price, I think they're just over 200 bucks. I think they are well worth the money so far. Obviously, time will tell on longevity of them, but initial impressions, like the $200 mirrors I put on my Ford versus the $200 mirrors I put on this, these ones are definitely built better. I have absolutely no problems recommending these to people. Now, I will say I have no doubt that there are much higher quality mirrors out there. I'm just saying, for the price, you'd be pretty hard pressed to beat this deal. Now, I do have some questions for you guys. I kind of want your opinions on build plans for this truck. I really don't like chrome or polished aluminum, and there's no polished aluminum on this. There's just a bunch of cheap plastic chrome looking stuff. So here's what I'm thinking right now. I want to debadge the truck, get rid of the Ram 3500, maybe get rid of the Cummins. I kind of like the Cummins turbo. There's no point in driving a Dodge if you don't have a Cummins on it. So maybe I'll just replace those with blacked out badges, or just get rid of them entirely. Replace the headlights with blacked out headlights. I don't like, I mean, I like the look of tinted headlights, but functionality wise, probably just do blacked out housings on there, or just about blacked out. Get rid of the chrome grille, black that out, or color match it. And then these things right here, normally I would just peel them off, but the paint around them doesn't look great. I think everybody knows Dodge paint is not known for its top quality, and so I'm thinking, instead of peeling them off and having the weird strips around where they were that I think will be pretty obvious, maybe just taping them off, sanding them down, and painting them black. Let me know what you guys think. I think it would still look all right. And then, of course, pop off these ugly plastic hubcaps, sand them down, paint them black. At some point, I do plan on doing a full wheel tire package on the truck, but if any of you guys have owned a dually, you'll know that wheel tire packages for dualies are far from cheap. Even if you go with budget kits, you're looking at over $4,000 for wheels and tires combined. So for the time being, I still have a lot of life left on these tires. I think my plan is to take off the hubcap, sand them down, and do a nice like gloss black wheel paint on the paints. I think it'll look pretty good for the time being. Not as nice as it is going to be in the end, but money is money, and I don't have unlimited funds of it. So let me know what you guys think on those stuff. Blacking out basically everything that is supposed to be chrome or polished on this truck, as well as blacking out the cab lights up top. Let me know what you guys think. I think that would make the truck look a lot better and a lot less grandpa-like. Well, there you guys have it. That is the truck. Those are the new mirrors. I think, as you can tell, I'm pretty happy with them, especially for the price. I think they're a pretty darn good deal that I'm glad I went with. It is nice to have those cheap little mirrors off the truck. I think it looks a whole lot better. If I keep talking too much more, I'm just going to continue to repeat myself. But overall, very happy with the new look of the truck. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. So this video is probably going to go live on Memorial Day. I'm not going to go on a big long spiel about it, but I would like to say that there seems to be some people in this country, including what looks like the VP of the United States, that have somewhat forgotten what the purpose of this holiday is. It's not just a long weekend. It's not just another paid holiday. This is a weekend to truly remember how blessed we are to live in this country and the sacrifices that countless men and women have provided so that we can live in the country that we do. There are countless men and women that have laid down their lives for the protection of not only this country and its people, but the countries and people all over the world. People that have selflessly made the ultimate sacrifice, and that is the purpose of this weekend, is to remember those people that put others above themselves. So I'd encourage you guys to take a minute and just reflect on that a little bit. I will say this time and time again, we are incredibly blessed to live in this country. There are people from all over the world that would give just about anything to be here. Take a minute to reflect on that blessing and the sacrifices that people have made to allow us the freedoms that we have and the opportunities that we have within this country. Not everybody is that lucky. So not to end on too somber of a note, I would like to let you guys know that I do think that exhaust mod that I've been telling you guys about should be going on this next week, which means the video will be going live next weekend for you guys. Something that I am very, very excited about, something I have never seen done on another vehicle. I think a lot of you guys are going to like it, and it's a pretty affordable upgrade. Not your stereotypical 5-inch straight pipe exhaust, I'm going to say that. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all the cool stuff. This truck is just getting started. We have a lot of fun stuff in store. So hit that subscribe button. As always, if you guys like the video, leave it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I am very appreciative of all the people that have chosen to interact and follow along with this channel. You guys are making it into a pretty awesome community. I can't thank you guys enough. All right, that's enough rambling for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.